Are you sitting on the blessings that God has for you because you won't change your old habits? Welcome to Full on Faith. Do you ever feel like you're just praying and praying and praying to God and nothing is actually happening and you feel like God isn't listening to you? Well, I'm just trying to let you know that God always hears your prayers, but He's not going to bless you with certain things until you get rid of certain habits first. There are certain things that you're probably praying for right now that God wants to bless you with, but because you can't change certain habits, He can't do that for you yet. So He needs you to kind of submit to Him and let Him take control and release some of the habits that you're really into. For example, like if you're praying for a financial breakthrough, right, because your finances probably aren't the best, but then you're still spending unnecessary money every day, eating out, going out, doing things that you don't need to be spending money on. Like God can't bless you with a financial breakthrough when you're not even being responsible with the finances that He has blessed you with thus far. Right. Or like if you're praying for a partner, right, but you're trying to find a partner in all the wrong places, like granted, everybody always says you can't find a husband in the club or a wife in the club. And like, I do believe that's true. Sometimes you can meet people in an outing, but like when God is specifically trying to pull you out of certain environments and certain settings and you insist on being there and then you're praying for a partner and then you keep coming across all the wrong people, that's probably why. Because God is trying to call you out of something and you insist on staying there and then you wonder why He can't bless you with the things that you keep praying for. Or something different, right? Like say you're praying for a big change, right? Say there's something in your life that you just really need to change and you're praying to God about it, but then when God is speaking to you and telling you to do X, Y, or Z, you're too afraid to actually make that move. You're too afraid to make that change, but you're praying for something in your life to change, but you're letting fear or anxiety or worry get in the way. So you're blocking your own blessings. You are sitting on the blessings that God has for you because you won't change certain habits or certain ways, or you're just allowing yourself to be too scared to actually make that change because sometimes that change is going to take you into an uncomfortable place, right? And we like to be comfortable. When we're comfortable, we don't like to move. When we're comfortable, we don't like to change things because who wants to be uncomfortable on purpose, right? But sometimes you have to make that change, release certain habits, release certain ways to be able to get to where God is trying to take you to. And you can't do that when you're stuck in your ways. And God is going to try to speak to you to tell you, hey, you need to fix this. Hey, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop going there. You need to stop doing certain things. Like I'm trying to bless you, but you are literally blocking your own blessings because you won't listen to me, right? You won't change your habits. You won't change your ways. You keep doing the same stuff that I keep telling you to not do, but you don't want to listen to me. So how am I supposed to bless you when you won't change these habits that I'm trying to tell you to change to be able to get the things that you keep praying for? So if you know that you're struggling with certain habits while also in the midst of praying for certain things in your life, you got to pray to God to help you to change your habits in a healthy way, right? Like switch out certain habits for healthier things. Be able to just pray to God and say, you know what, God, can you give me a distaste for this, right? Like prime example, I used to drink alcohol a lot. I wasn't an alcoholic, but like I definitely just unnecessarily drank. And I got to a point where it's just like I just got tired. And granted, I was praying to God for like a change in my life because there were just a lot of things that I just got tired of. But like I kept praying and praying and praying. And then I just kind of like realized I'm like, I don't want to keep drinking. Like this is just not good for me. It's not healthy. But part of that too was like I had to start changing my environment and my habits, like of just going out all the time. Like the old apartment that I lived in, I literally lived in like a downtown area where I could walk to any bar I wanted to. Like I had access to anything I wanted to. And I did. I went there a lot. I had bartenders that knew me on a first name basis, which is absolutely insane and very embarrassing. But I had to move. I had to move myself. I had to physically move out of that area to be able to change some of my habits and my ways. I told myself, I said, I'm done drinking. I want to go sober. I'm tired of going out all the time. I'm tired of wasting my money being out, going out to eat all the time, going to happy hours all the time. Like, I'm just tired of all these things. Let me make a change. And now here I am. And even still, sometimes I still battle with it because the temptation is still there, but it's not in my face. And I think that's what makes the difference. And that was God trying to really pull me out of something and me actually finally listening. But it took for me to get tired and for me to get a distaste with it myself for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna fix this because like this just doesn't make any sense. And so that's what I mean when I say like God is going to try to call you to change some of your ways, to get rid of some of your old habits that are blocking your blessings. because at this point you're sitting on the blessings that God has for you because you won't listen to what he's asking you to do. And if he's asking you to get rid of certain habits, he's going to replace them with healthier habits. He's going to replace certain environments that you're so used to with better environments, your certain friend groups that you have with better friend groups. Like, he is just trying to shift you into a new period of your life, but you have to be willing to change certain things to get there. So, like, if you feel like you're praying for certain things in your life and it's just not happening, it's not God ignoring you, but there's certain things that you need to change first if you expect him to be able to bless you with certain things. You can't pray for a financial breakthrough and you're still wasting money on unnecessary things. You can't pray for a God-fearing partner, but you're searching for a partner in everywhere else that does not represent God, right? Like, you can't pray for a certain change in your life, but you're too afraid to make that change when God is actually calling you to it. So you have to really take a look at yourself and your habits and your ways and the things that you do and say, okay, you know what? I could probably afford to fix this. I could probably afford to change that. Maybe I should stop doing this. Maybe I should remove myself from that. Like, certain things like that, like maybe I should kind of separate myself from this friend group, or even just this one specific friend who is calling me or, pulling me into the temptation of the things that I'm trying to get out of, like certain things like that. So it's never God ignoring you. It's just sometimes there's certain things that he needs you to be willing to sacrifice to be able to receive the blessings that you keep praying to him for. So he's never just not listening. God always hears your prayers, but he also expects certain things of you as well. And sometimes those things need to happen first before he can bless you with other things. So I really hope that this message found you well. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. If you're still here, just don't forget to, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.